अस्सलाम वालेकुम स्टूडेंट्स, वेलकम टू माय चैनल। आज हम ECE 101 के MCQs का पार्ट 2 स्टार्ट करने लगे हैं और इसमें हम लेक्चर नंबर 6 से लेक्चर नंबर 14 तक के MCQs कवर करेंगे। मिड टर्म प्रिपरेशन के हवाले से बहुत ही ज़्यादा इम्पोर्टेंट MCQs इस वीडियो में मैंने कवर किए हैं। फर्स्टली मैं जनरल MCQs आपके साथ शेयर करूंगी, शॉर्ट MCQs, ठीक है, और इसके बाद जो है वो लेक्चर वाइज डिटेल्ड MCQs भी मैं आपके साथ शेयर करूंगी। तो वीडियो आप कंप्लीट जरूर देखिएगा ताकि आप इस वीडियो से भरपूर फायदा उठा सकें। ठीक है, चलें तो स्टार्ट करते हैं कि व्हाट इज एंथुजियाज्म। एंथुजियाज्म क्या है भाई? तो एक्साइटमेंट एंड इंटरेस्ट। व्हाट इज होलिस्टिक डेवलपमेंट? Holistic development is complete growth of a child. What is scaffolding? Supportive teaching that reduces over time. What is attention in observational learning? Noticing the model's behavior. What is retention? Remembering what is observed. What is moral development? Understanding right and wrong. अच्छा, इधर मैं आपको MCQs जस्ट मैं पढ़ रही हूँ और उनके करेक्ट आंसर्स बता रही हूँ। ठीक है, डिटेल में भी नहीं बताऊंगी क्योंकि वीडियो बहुत ज्यादा लेंथी हो जाएगी। ठीक है, डिटेल्ड लेक्चर्स मेरे तमाम मेरे चैनल पर मौजूद हैं। आप मेरे चैनल विजिट कर सकते हैं अगर आप इन लेक्चर्स को अटेंड करना चाहते हैं। ठीक है जी। व्हाट इज द रोल ऑफ अ टीचर इन होलिस्टिक डेवलपमेंट? सपोर्टिंग all areas of growth. What encourages lifelong learning? Joyful exploration. Which skill does storytelling develop? Imagination and language. What type of question build thinking in children? Open-ended questions. What is the goal of ECCE? Whole child development. Which activity best supports curiosity? Nature walk. What builds a trusting environment? Positive relationships. What does personal growth mean in lifelong learning? It means improving self through learning. What is the educator's impact in ECCE? Lifelong influence on child's growth. What is cooperation? Working together. What activity shows cooperation? Any group activity. Here we can say group painting. What builds a strong bonding in children? Shared play and care. What is needed for building trust? Openness and love. What is holistic development? Growth in all areas. Which domain includes thinking skills? Cognitive. Which domain includes running and jumping? Physical. What helps emotional development? Expressing feelings. What supports social development? Playing in groups. What makes learning joyful? Fun activities. What is enthusiasm? Excitement to learn. What is the best age to build learning habits? Early childhood. What helps build lifelong learning? Joy and curiosity. Who creates a joyful learning space? Teachers. What builds teamwork in the classroom? Shared projects or group projects. What creates safety in class? Kind words. Which sense is used in storytelling? Hearing. What kind of play helps imagination? Pretend play. What helps in bonding among children? Sharing toys. Which helps develop confidence in children? Encouragement. What kind of teacher builds love for learning? Energetic. What type of questions promote thinking? Open ended questions. Which helps a child feel safe? Care and support. What does group work teach? Cooperation. What builds curiosity in children? Asking, asking questions. What is the benefit of nature walks? Exploration and learning. What play-based learning? What is play-based learning? Learning through play. What kind of learning lasts long? Enjoyed learning. What helps children express feelings? Art and music. What makes learning meaningful? Real life experiences. ये कुछ जनरल एमसीक्यूज थे. अब हम लेक्चर वाइज जो थोड़े लॉन्ग लेंथी एमसीक्यूज हैं उनकी तरफ बढ़ेंगे. What is the core function of play in early childhood development? Early childhood development में कौन सा core function है play का? ठीक है, तो अब multi-dimensional tool that nurtures physical, social, emotional and cognitive growth. ठीक है, कि एक multi-dimensional tool जो कि nurture करे physical, social और emotional growth को. ठीक है. Number 2 है which type of solution play allows children to play side by side without direct communication? Parallel play. Which element distinguishes cooperative play from other forms of social play? Shared goals and defined roles among peers. How does iterative play promote long-term learnings in children? By encouraging repetition, experimentation, and progressive skill building. Which of the following best defines the role of a teacher in play-based learning? Supportive guide who scaffolds learning and adapts to children's need. In which type of play environment are children most likely to engage in imaginative, self-directed learning? Thematic or corner-based play areas. What is a major barrier teachers face when implementing play-based learning? Lack of professional development and conceptual clarity among teachers. Which of the following is not a domain of development supported by play? Political reasoning and ideological formation. What does scaffold mean in the context of play based learning? Providing temporary support to help children achieve tasks beyond their current ability. How can parents contribute to their child's learning through play at home? By providing household items for creative and sensory play. Which of the following best defines a preschool curriculum? A structured learning plan aimed at fostering development through goals, routine, and materials. Why is flexibility is important in preschool curriculum? Because children learn at different paces and enter with different levels of knowledge. That's why flexibility is important in preschool curriculum. What is the primary role of a preschool teacher in a learning environment? Build trusting relationships and guide hands on, age appropriate learning experiences. Which of the following is not a key learning area in preschool education? Political understanding and national policy formation. ठीक है सोशल इमोशनल स्किल्स भी प्री स्कूल एजुकेशन का पार्ट है कॉग्निटिव लैंग्वेज डेवलपमेंट भी है फिजिकल एंड मोटर स्किल्स भी ठीक है लेकिन पॉलिटिकल अंडरस्टैंडिंग और नेशनल पॉलिसी फॉर्मेशन ये प्री स्कूल एजुकेशन का पार्ट नहीं है What does building on pure knowledge means in preschool curriculum design? It means expanding children's learning by connecting new experiences with what they already know. Which element is essential in preschool classroom that promotes active learning? Hands-on learning tools, interactive displays, and open-ended play areas. What kind of activities should teacher design to promote preschoolers' growth? Small and large group experiences that encourage questioning and observation. How does play-based learning support critical thinking in young children? By allowing children to explore, solve problems, and make decisions in real-time situations. What should walls and displays is a well-organized preschool classroom feature? Children's artwork, project, and creative expressions. ठीक है क्लासरूम की जो वॉल्स पे क्या डिस्प्ले होना चाहिए प्री स्कूल की एक वेल ऑर्गेनाइज्ड वॉल पे क्या होना चाहिए तो बच्चों का जो आर्ट वर्क हो उनके प्रोजेक्ट्स या क्रिएटिव एक्सप्रेशंस हो उन्हें हमें क्लासरूम में वॉल्स पे लगाना चाहिए What is the significance of including parents in preschool education? To build a strong home school connection where parents feel confident and engaged in their child's learning journey. ठीक है हमें पेरेंट्स को क्यों जो है वो इंक्लूड करना चाहिए तो ये है कि एक स्ट्रॉन्ग होम स्कूल कनेक्शन के लिए जहां पेरेंट्स जो है वो कॉन्फिडेंट हो और अपने बच्चों को इंगेज रखें इस लर्निंग जर्नी में Which of the following statement best defines infant or toddler programs in ECCE? तो इन तमाम ऑप्शंस में जो ये ऑप्शन है कि अर्ली डेवलपमेंट केयर फॉर चिल्ड्रन फ्रॉम बर्थ टू 2 years, emphasizing responsive caregiving in a secure environment. What is the primary challenge for teachers working in infant or toddler programs? Forming close, trusting, and responsive relationships with each child. Which of the following is a key feature of preschool programs? Encourage social, emotional, and cognitive development through structured play and interaction. This is a key feature of preschool programs. Why have many preschools extended their services to full day programs? Due to rising numbers of single parent and dual income families requiring extended care hours. What distinguishes a child care program from a preschool program? चाइल्ड केयर प्रोग्राम को प्री स्कूल प्रोग्राम से क्या चीज मुख्तलिफ करती है? तो प्री स्कूल यूजेस नो स्ट्रक्चर वाइल चाइल्ड केयर इज स्ट्रिक्टली फॉर्मल. ठीक है, प्री स्कूल में कोई स्ट्रक्चर नहीं होता है, लेकिन जो चाइल्ड केयर है उसमें एक स्ट्रिक्ट फॉर्मल स्ट्रक्चर होता है. Which of the following is not a typical feature of a well-structured childcare program? Instruction is strictly limited to first grade curriculum and above. What is a major trend in today's kindergarten programs compared to traditional ones? Shift from purely play-based half-day session to full-day academically focused programs. What is the main goal of kindergarten programs in ECCE? To help children transition smoothly from preschool to formal schooling through social, emotional, and cognitive development. Which program is most likely to be home-based and involve very small groups of children? Infant or toddler programs focused on responsive caregiving. What is the purpose of ECCE programs overall as discussed in this lecture? To support children's holistic development and ensure school readiness through appropriate care and education. What is the primary reason for the growing preference of parents for educational ECC programs over traditional daycare? Parents now understand the critical role of early education in child's emotional, social, and academic future, which reflects a key societal reason for the expression of ECCE globally. A shared recognition among governments, scientists, and educators that ECCE builds through stronger, more productive societies. According to brain development science, why is ECCE considered a crucial investment? Most rapid and foundational brain development occurs from birth to age 5, shaping lifelong learning and behavior. What significant change distinguish modern ECCE programs from traditional daycare? A holistic approach including emotional, social, and intellectual development of a child. How has parental awareness contributed to ECCE growth? Parents are better informed about the long-term impact of early learning through research and media. What does research suggest about the development of children who receive quality ECCE? They are more likely to become emotionally stable, socially competent, and protective citizens. What is one reason why ECCE is no longer considered a luxury in modern societies? It is recognized as essential for every child's holistic development and future success. What is the central element of a high quality ECCE program? Play-based interactive learning that support development across all domains. Why do parents now evaluate the curriculum of ECCE centers more carefully than before? They seek programs that match their child's personality and preferred learning style. Which of the following best explains the phrase ECCE is societal investment? ECCE contributes to the creation of well-rounded, capable citizens who strengthen the economy and social fabric. Why are the early year birth to 6 years referred to as sensitive period for learning? Because the brain undergoes a rapid growth and children absorb information like sponges. How does ECCE support holistic development in children? By fostering physical, cognitive, emotional, and social growth simultaneously. Which of the following best illustrates learning through interaction in ECCE programs? Children engaging with peers, teachers, and activities to build communication and cooperation. What kind of social skills are primarily developed in ECCE settings? Making friends, sharing, expressing emotions respectfully, and taking responsibility. Why do children from ECCE background perform better in primary school? They develop confidence, classroom familiarity, and communication skills. How do structured ECCE activities contribute to children's attention spans? Through guided routines like story time, group tasks, and following instructions. What does enthusiasm for lifelong learning in ECCE children refer to? A curious, confident attitude toward discovering new ideas and enjoying the learning process. Which of the following is a clear example of resilience built through ECCE? Learning to manage emotions, handle failure, and persist through difficulty. Why is ECCE considered more than just early education? Because it nurtures development by providing a loving, safe, and structured environment. What role should future educators and caregivers play in ECCE as emphasized in the lecture? Support emotional, social, and cognitive development to shape a brighter future. What does the term socialization primarily refer to in context of early childhood education? The process by which children learn to interact with others, understand social norms, and develop communication patterns. Which of the following is not a benefit of early socialization in ECCE settings? Avoidance of group activities to promote independence. How does peer modeling support learning in ECCE classroom? By motivating children to learn skills by observing their peers. Why are ECCE centers considered ideal environments for early social development? Because they offer structured, safe, and interactive opportunities for peer and adult communication. What role do group activities like storytelling, singing, and role play in socialization? They create opportunities for interaction, cooperation, and expression of emotions. Which of the following best describes the educator's role in socialization? Modeling, encouraging, reinforcing, and creating opportunities for social interaction. What is a critical social lesson children learn through conflict resolution in ECCE centers? They learn how to cooperate, take turns, and solve problems peacefully. Which strategy does not contribute to social skill development in ECCE settings? Frequent child to child interaction. What is the foundation for emotional growth in children as discussed in this lecture? Interaction with peers and adults to understand and respond to emotions. Why is socialization considered a core component of ECCE? Because it builds confidence, empathy, communication, and lifelong cooperation skills. What is the primary goal of cooperation in early childhood development? To work together towards a common goal while sharing, taking turns, and helping each other. Why does cooperative play differ from competitive play in the context of early childhood education? Cooperative play focuses on shared success, support, and emotional connections. Why is participation in cooperative environment crucial for young children? It encourages acceptance, teamwork, and the joy of being together. What is a key aspect of teamwork and shared decision making in cooperative settings? Encouraging children to listen to each other, respect diverse opinions, and collaborate on decisions. In cooperative settings, what is the significance of every child's role? Every child's role is valued and no one is left behind. What role does openness, trust, and safety play in promoting cooperation? They create a supportive environment where children feel safe to express themselves and take risks. How does cooperation support the well-being of children in learning environments? It allows children to feel safe, relaxed, and open to creativity, which enhances mental well-being. What is one of the key benefits of cooperative activities for children's emotional growth? They learn how to support, share, and build emotional connections with peers. In what way does the concept of cooperation influences a child's future social behavior? It fosters empathy, mutual respect, and the ability to work well with others. What is the ultimate outcome of cooperative learning in early childhood settings? Children gain a sense of security, joy, and teamwork while building strong relationships. What does the concept of holistic development in early childhood care and education emphasize? It emphasizes nurturing emotional, social, physical, and mental well being as an integrated whole. How can early childhood educators contribute to a child's holistic development? By identifying each child's developmental needs and offering targeted activities. Why is asking open ended questions a powerful strategy for educators in fostering holistic development? It promotes it promotes cognitive development, creativity, and problem solving skills. What is the significance of building strong and trusting relationships in early childhood education? It fosters self confidence, emotional growth, and a sense of belonging. How do educators use a child's interest in their development process? They design meaningful learning experiences based on the child's unique interest. What is the key feature of learning environment that supports holistic development? A welcoming, safe environment filled with materials and activities that promote exploration. How do trusting relationships with parents and caregivers contribute to a child's holistic development? They create a strong support network that contribute to emotional, social, and cognitive development. What is the role of emotional intelligence in holistic development during early childhood? Emotional intelligence is crucial for self regulation, social skills, and emotional well being. What is the relationship between physical development and holistic growth in early childhood education? Physical development supports overall well being, enabling children to explore and learn effectively. How can ECCE programs create an environment that encourage holistic development in children? By creating balanced environment where emotional, social, cognitive, and physical needs are met. What is the main objective of creating a love for learning in early childhood? To build a positive attitude toward education by making learning fun and interactive. How do educators contribute to inspiring curiosity and a love for learning in young children? By showing enthusiasm and passion for teaching, which children naturally mirror. Which of the following activities is most likely to promote lifelong learning in early childhood? Engaging children in fun, interactive activities such as nature walks, art, and building with blocks. What is the essence of lifelong learning according to the lecture? Lifelong learning involves continuous personal and professional development throughout one's life. How can fostering a love of learning impact children's future? It encourages children to become open minded, adaptable, and lifelong learners who continuously seek personal and professional improvement. What role does the educator play in promoting lifelong learning in children? The educator acts as a motivator, inspiring curiosity and instilling a passion for learning through enthusiasm and engagement. What type of environment should early childhood educators create to nurture lifelong learning? A joyful, engaging environment that encourages discovery, exploration, and hands on activities. What is one of the major benefits of a child developing a lifelong for learning? The child will become a responsible and thoughtful contributor to society, continuously improving themselves. How do fun, engaging activities in early childhood classroom contribute to lifelong learning? They promote problem solving, creativity, and critical thinking, which are essential for lifelong learning. Why is the educator's passion for teaching so significant in inspiring lifelong learning? Children mirror the educator's enthusiasm, which sparks their curiosity and motivation to learn. इसके साथ ही ECE 101 के MCQs का पार्ट 2 भी कंप्लीट होता है। मुझे पूरी उम्मीद है कि ये आपके लिए काफ़ी बेनिफिशियल रहेगा। इन MCQs को आप अपने फेलो स्टूडेंट्स के साथ डिफरेंट ग्रुप्स में ज़रूर शेयर करें ताकि ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा स्टूडेंट्स जो हैं इनसे फ़ायदा हासिल कर सकें क्योंकि मिड टर्म्स अब बहुत ही नज़दीक हैं। चैनल अगर आपने अभी तक सब्सक्राइब नहीं किया है तो इसे ज़रूर सब्सक्राइब कर लें ताकि इम्पोर्टेंट वीडियोज़ आपके पास टाइमली पहुँचती रहें। इंशाल्लाह ताला मैं अपनी नेक्स्ट वीडियो में फिर हाजिर होंगी। तब तक आप सब अपना बहुत ख्याल रखिएगा। अल्लाह हाफ़िज़।